Alright, it's going to be a shorter stream tonight. Well, actually, I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna be a shorter stream tonight. Probably half an hour, because we are in between games of the Champions Classic, and I just watched Duke just explode. Like, they took a really close game against Michigan State, and then, like, I think beat them by 9. So I'm waiting for the Kentucky-Kansas game to start. And what I've done is, let me go ahead and switch scenes, is I have rebuilt the Narset deck that I looked at on legitmtg.com today. The sideboard, incomplete, work in progress. But basically what I did is I rebuilt the land base. We went from 12 to 19, and we are strictly black or red mana. We're not... I did cast Narset once yesterday, but it's not likely to happen. It's not what we want to be doing with the deck. Brilliant Ultimatum, we don't want to cast. Omniscience, we don't want to cast. Enter the Infinite, we don't want to cast. We want to cheat these cards into play. So having a land base of a bunch of 5 color lands just didn't seem to make much sense. I took out the Pool from Eternities and the Spoils of the Vault, replaced them with some copies of Lightning Axe and a couple copies of Cathartic Reunion. That way we can reliably get Narset into the graveyard. And that's pretty much it for the changes. So let me go ahead and get into the room, and we'll play some games. I did not enter that game quick enough, so let's just hit play. Alright, this hand looks pretty okay, so we're going to give it a go. Let's close this. Noble Hierarchs to play for my opponents. Let's kick off with the Temple of Malice. Hopefully see a Narset. We do see a Narset. That's going to stay on top. Alright, Blighted Agent. So we're against Infect, which honestly I don't think seems quite ideal for me. Kick off to the dashboard. Alright, let's Cathartic Reunion. We'll pitch Narset and Brilliant Ultimatum. We don't want to pitch Emrakul because that'll shuffle the graveyard back into the deck. Alright, so we pretty much just have to cross our fingers and hope we don't die on turn 3. And it is entirely possible that I die on turn 3. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 4 Infect coming at me. 8 Infect. 10 Infect. I'm dead on turn 3. No biggie. We'll try it again. That was an ideal hand. That's how we wanted to do things. It worked out. Well, except for, getting infected on turn 3. But it did what we wanted it to do, which is promising. What kind of sideboard would I want against Infect? I guess we'd want something like a Pyroclasm effect, something to wipe the board, maybe a Blasting Cannons. This hand is terrible, so we gotta throw it back. I mean, we've got a piece of removal, and we've got a Scry land. We'll throw that on the bottom. Temple of Malice. What do you got for me? Lightning Axe. We're going to put that on the bottom. Hand's not super great, though. Play that second Temple of Malice. Put Fury the Horde on the bottom. And I've noticed already into this game, we're not as consistent as we want to be. We want to be drawing and discarding as soon as possible, and that has not really been a thing that we've done so far. Alright, maybe 19 lands is a little much. That is a thing that is within the realm of possibility. We're going to try to kill the Glistener Elf. Oh, Blossoming Defense. I mean, at least it's one less pump spell at my face. Might have Old Crowsaw. Do you got another one? Or am I just taking 6 or 7 this turn? Am I dead? I'm dead. Turn 3 both games. Okay, cool. That is perfectly reasonable. His deck did what it was supposed to do. Ugh. I don't think I just played this guy, did I? Whatever. This Chandra Avatar. Okay, this hand does not do what we want it to do, so we're throwing it back. This hand also does not. Okay, this one's a little bit better, so we'll stay with this. We'll keep that on top. Alright, Thoughtseize. I'm assuming Death Shadow from here. Right, there goes my Faithless Looting. I did keep the Blood Crypt on top, right? I did. I'm gonna throw that onto the bottom. Though it would have been a super easy discard to Cathartic Reunion. Another Thoughtseize would suck. I guess one of the questions I need to ask myself is, does this deck need to have Through the Breach in it? We see with Grishol that you have the option to either reanimate it or cast Through the Breach to start your combo. But I am not entirely sure if it's needed. It might be. Ooh. Well, we got a Vengeance. So we can flashback Looting and hopefully go off. But I did spend a couple of hours playing this deck before I came in to the stream, and I felt like it wasn't as explosive. Like, that doesn't make much sense, I'm sure. But it just felt like the other version had something that it didn't, and maybe running 12 lands is where this deck wants to be at, because you have so many cards that you want to cast. Or you don't want to blow your Narset on, you know, the random 3-land, 1 Vengeance play. This would be a really bad time for Thoughtseize for my opponent. I hope that doesn't happen. Alright, they went to end stuff. We're not getting Thoughtseized. We'll do Temple. See if there's something good on top that we want. We're going to keep that Fury of the Horde on top, for sure. Let's Vengeance out our Narset. And let's start attacking. Shows Lightning Axe, Brilliant Ultimatum, Cathartic Reunion. This was a really good flip. Alright, let's start doing dope things. Cast Brilliant Ultimatum. That shows Vengeance, Narset, and Lightning Axe. Alright, so that was actually a pretty good cast before attacking again. Because that's a lot of trash. I could... I don't think I can. I'm going to choose pile 2 just because I want to see. Okay, I don't actually have a chance to cast Vengeance. Okay. We will keep the Haste Narset. We will cast our Fury of the Horde. And we're going to attack again. This one shows Omniscience. Okay, this game's over. While I missed on another attack thing, I do have Emrakul. So I'll just go ahead and cast Emrakul through Omniscience and just take my next turn. Alright, cool. That's a good turn 4. We're just going to bring in the ley lines because I don't want to get randomly wrecked by Thoughtseizes. I don't even know why I'm sideboarding. I have a 3-card sideboard right now, so... log on to my personal Twitter account to see when the Kentucky game tips off, because I want to be watching that instead of playing Magic. I hope I switch scenes. I hope I haven't just been streaming the legit advertisement for 15 minutes. Thankfully I wasn't. Hooray me. Alright, we've got Spirit Guide, Double Looting, Vengeance, and Narset. Like, keeping this hand's probably the worst thing I could possibly do. But I'm gonna do it anyways, because I want to see what this deck can do. And this deck's not, or this hand's actually not terrible. If I can looting into land, I'm fine. If I get my face thought seized off, I'm not. Like, you have to take Spirit Guide here, I would think. Okay, Vengeance is gone. That's fine too, whatever. Okay, so we exile Spirit Guide, Faithless Looting. Discard Narset and Omniscience. Temple of Malice is our play. Fury goes on the bottom, because that's definitely not a card we want to draw with. Hey, Carl! It's definitely not a card that we want to draw with 3 attacks. Alright, so we're not terrible. We just need the second land, and if we get the second land, we're great. If we don't get the second land, we're just going to die with a bunch of expensive spells in our hands. Alright, we got the second land. Let's hope that I don't get blown out by counter magic. I didn't. Let's hope that Narset doesn't suck. It kinda didn't. We'll see. That's Brilliant Ultimatum. I'm going to be taking the pile that has Emrakul in it. Alright, one more game, I think. I never actually logged into Twitter to see if the game is tipped off or not yet. But we'll... no, I don't want to play this one. I just played that person. Lame. In fact, I don't want to play this person so much, I'm just going to go ahead and concede the match and start over again. Ugh! And I can't hit play, because if I do, then it puts me back in with Mac Tongue, and that's just not as entertaining, I think. So we're waiting. I guess I could just hit host a new match. Yeah, that'll work. But we're still waiting. Start game! God, I need a better layout. This hand's great. I'm gonna keep it. Hierarch. We'll go with Temple. We'll put the Omniscience on the bottom. Hello, Thalia. I'm assuming this is just humans. Let's cast Faithless Looting. Discard Omniscience and a Blood Crypt. That was not a great one. Oh no, what's happening? Collection Company. Oh, Scavenging Ooze. I was gonna Lightning Axe Lieutenant. Let's get a nice little shuffle. And we'll go ahead and Lightning Axe the Ooze. Okay, not looking good. Let's flashback. Faithless Looting. We needed a spirit guide there. Alright. Don't have anything to bring in, so I'm not going to bring anything in. Yes, I will play first. And I'm going to throw this hand away. And we'll keep this one. And we're going to keep that on top. So, Cliffs, Looting, discard Narset and Ultimatum, and pass turn. Alright, I did not get Thought Seized, so I can Narset on 2, and let's Temple. We'll throw that on the bottom. Let's get some good cards. Hey, that's 2 pretty good ones. Alright, so Omniscience. And Enter the Infinite. And we'll put... I guess it really doesn't matter what I put on top, because I'm going to cast Emrakul, and we'll just attack with Emrakul. We had what we needed for the turn 2 kill, but just went the easier way. The way of less clicking. Oh, that person's name's Strategist, with 7s instead of T's. That's elite. If one of those lightning axes were a Faithless Looting, I probably would have kept that. But we'll definitely keep this one. And we'll put the Fury of the Horde on the bottom. Champion of the Parish. I guess we played a turn 2. Yeah, my sideboard is very, very, very incomplete. I figured I wanted ley lines to not get wrecked by dumb discard, so I figured that those 3 were going to be in regardless. But I wanted to see what I was going to do, or if this build were even viable, I guess. Alright, Cathartic Reunion. Just draw me some good ones. You drew me some good ones. Alright, so if I'm not dead on turn 4, I think I'm okay. Less okay now. Ugh. Like, if I pitch both Narsets, I just lose to Scavenging Ooze. So, I guess I could have just shuffled with Emrakul, but then I lose Emrakul. Yeah, fine, whatever. I don't care what you're doing. I'm taking a lot of damage, though. Alright, so I did not draw another way to either deal with Scavenging Ooze or put Narcissus into the graveyard. So this stream is going to end on a bit of a downswing. But we did at least get to turn 2 someone, which was fine. There's some work that needs to be done to the deck. There's still, I mean, like, clearly it needs a sideboard. It needs some more main deck tuning because we were not doing what we wanted to do. We weren't very consistent. Maybe Cathartic Reunions need to be zombie infestations. I'm not sure. I mean, I've got plenty of time to test it, so whatever. However, the Kentucky game is about to start, so I am going to end this to go watch Kentucky play basketball. Because that's what I do. I will be back sometime tomorrow to look even more at the Narset deck. And I just wanted to give you all a little bit of a sneak peek of what I worked on after the article today on legitmtg.com. Which, you know, you can go there to go read the article. And maybe buy some cards. Or not. I mean, whatever. Anyways, until tomorrow, I'm Joshua. This has been fun. I'll see you later.